Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. If you're a coins collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you millionaire. Today we're diving some rare bad condition coins, quarter dollar and Lincoln pennies with P&D mint mark. If you have one of these, it's make you rich overnight. Watch complete video. Top 1, we're spotlighting a unique piece of American coinage, the Liberty quarter dollar, minted in 1998. We'll explore its value, worth, and why it might just be the next gem in your collection. So, let's get started. The 1998 Liberty quarter dollar, bearing the mint mark D, is part of the U.S. Mint's popular state quarters program. This series, launched in 1999, commemorates each of the 50 states with its own distinct design. But today, we're focusing on the Liberty quarter, which is a part of the series' earlier years. First, let's talk about its design. The 1998 quarter showcases a classic, elegant depiction of liberty, based on the original designs of the Washington quarter. On the reverse side, you'll find the standard eagle design. But what sets the 1998 quarter apart? It's all about the mint mark, that D right there. It signifies that this coin was minted in Denver. While the Denver Mint produced a substantial number of these quarters, that doesn't mean they're common or without value. So, what's the scoop on its worth? In general, the 1998 Liberty quarter dollar, with a D mint mark, is valued between 25 cents and $10. That might sound like a wide range, but it all depends on the coin's condition. Coins are graded based on their condition, from poor, P, to mint state, MS. A quarter in average circulation might fetch you around 25,000 cents. But if you've got one in excellent shape, let's say, in MS 65 or higher, you could see it worth anywhere from $5,000 to $40,000 or even more if it's truly pristine. So, what should you look for in your quarter? Check for sharp details on Liberty's image and the eagle. A well-defined design can significantly boost the coin's value. Also, look out for any unique errors or variations, these can add extra value. Another thing to consider is rarity. While the 1998 Liberty quarter isn't rare in terms of overall production, finding one in excellent condition or with special characteristics might be a lucky find. If you're a collector, make sure to keep your quarters in a safe place, preferably in a protective holder or capsule, to preserve their value. Regularly checking for any unique features or errors can also be a great way to discover something special. And that's a wrap on our look at the 1998 Liberty quarter dollar. Finally, its market value is $58,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the nuances of each coin can make your collection all the more rewarding. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more coin insights and collecting tips. Have a 1998 quarter you're curious about? Drop a comment below, we'd love to hear about your finds. Top 2, we're diving into a piece of American history that's both intriguing and valuable, the United States Liberty quarter dollar from 2000, featuring the iconic Jamestown design from Virginia. If you've ever wondered about the value and worth of this particular quarter, stick around because we've got some fascinating details coming your way. First off, let's talk about the design. This quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999. Each state had its own unique quarter, and the Virginia quarter, released in 2000, is especially noteworthy. The Virginia quarter commemorates Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in North America, founded in 1607. The design features a striking depiction of the three ships that brought the settlers to Jamestown: the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery. Plus, it includes the year 1607 and the inscription, Jamestown, a fitting tribute to this pivotal moment in American history. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of its value. If you've got one of these quarters in your collection, the value can vary depending on its condition. For an average circulated coin, you might be looking at around 25 to 50 cents, face value, or a little more. But if your quarter is in uncirculated or mint condition, the value can jump significantly. For example, a quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition could be worth between $1 to $3. And if you have a proof version of the Virginia quarter, those are specially made for collectors. Its value might range from $3,000 to $30,000. However, if you're lucky enough to find an error coin or a variety that's particularly rare, the value could be much higher. Some of the most valuable coins are those with unique errors or misprints. While the Virginia quarter is known for having any particularly rare errors, it's always worth keeping an eye out for any unusual features. Errors can sometimes make a seemingly ordinary coin worth a lot more. Want to get your quarter appraised or learn more about its potential value? You can always visit a local coin dealer or numismatic expert. They can provide a detailed evaluation based on the coin's condition and rarity. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the Virginia Jamestown quarter is a fantastic piece of history to own. Finally, its market value is $55,000. Its design captures a significant moment in American history, and its value can be a rewarding bonus if you happen to have one in great condition. Top 3, we're shining a spotlight on a truly intriguing piece of American coinage, the 2001 Kentucky Liberty Quarter, also known as the Kentucky D Quarter. If you're curious about its value, history, and what makes it a standout in your collection, you're in the right place. The 2001 Kentucky Liberty Quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was a tribute to each state's unique history and contributions. Kentucky, the bluegrass state, was honored with a design that truly captures its spirit. On the obverse, you'll find the classic George Washington portrait, but what really catches the eye is the reverse. The Kentucky quarter features a beautifully detailed depiction of a thoroughbred horse and the outline of the state. This imagery reflects Kentucky's rich equestrian heritage. Now, let's talk about its value. If you're thinking this is just another quarter, think again. While most of these quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, the true value of the 2001 Kentucky quarter can vary based on a few key factors. If your quarter has been in regular use, it's generally worth about 25,000 cents to a couple of $1,000s. If you have a quarter that's never been used and is in mint condition, it could fetch around $10,000 to $30,000. These are specially made coins with a mirror-like finish. They can be worth between $5,000 and $10,000 depending on their condition and packaging. Sometimes, you might find coins with unique minting errors. These can be worth significantly more, sometimes even thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity and demand. So, how do you spot a valuable Kentucky quarter? Look for coins that are in excellent condition, high-grade coins with sharp details and no visible wear. Also, keep an eye out for any unusual errors or misprints. Remember, the condition of your coin, whether it's uncirculated, proof, or has errors, plays a huge role in its value. Finally, its market value is $52,000. For collectors, a coin's rarity and historical significance can also make a big difference. If you've got a 2001 Kentucky Liberty Quarter, take a closer look. It might just be a hidden gem in your collection. And if you're new to coin collecting, the State Quarters program is a fantastic way to start building a collection with historical significance and potential value. Top 4, we're diving into the fascinating world of American coinage. Buckle up as we explore the value and worth of the Liberty Quarter dollar from Louisiana, minted in 2002. If you're passionate about coins or just curious about this piece of American history, stick around because you won't want to miss this. First up, let's talk about the design and significance of this quarter. In 2002, the U.S. Mint released the Louisiana Quarter as part of the 50-state quarters program. This series was designed to celebrate each state in the Union, and Louisiana's quarter truly stands out. The Louisiana Quarter features a striking design that pays homage to the state's rich heritage. On the reverse side, you'll find a vibrant depiction of the Louisiana Purchase, with the iconic image of the Louisiana State Capitol and a pelican, Louisiana's state bird. It's a wonderful tribute to the state's history and its unique culture. Now, you might be wondering, how much is this coin worth? Well, the value of a 2002 Louisiana quarter can vary depending on its condition and whether it's a regular issue or a special variant. In general, a standard Louisiana quarter in average circulated condition is worth just 25 cents, the face value. However, If you're lucky enough to find one in mint state, meaning it's in pristine condition with no signs of wear, it can be worth a bit more. Mint state examples could range from $10,000 to $30,000. But here's where it gets exciting. If your quarter has any rare errors or is part of a special edition, its value could increase significantly. For instance, a quarter with a die error or a particularly well-preserved specimen could fetch between $5,000 to $20,000 or more, depending on the rarity and demand. To get the most accurate value, it's always a good idea to consult with a coin dealer or use a reputable coin valuation guide. And remember, the sentimental value of these quarters can be priceless for collectors who appreciate the history and artistry behind them. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2002 Louisiana quarter is a wonderful piece of American numismatic history. Finally, its market value is $50,000. Next time you come across one, take a moment to appreciate its design and the story it tells. You might just have a little treasure on your hands. Top 5, we're focusing on a unique and intriguing coin, the 2009 Liberty Quarter Dollar from the U.S. Virgin Islands. If you've ever wondered about the value, history, and significance of this quarter, you're in the right place. Let's get started. First things first, let's take a closer look at the 2009 Liberty Quarter Dollar. This coin is part of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarter Program, which honored each of the U.S. territories with a special quarter. The U.S. Virgin Islands coin was released in 2009, featuring a beautiful design that highlights the region's rich history and culture. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the classic George Washington portrait, a familiar sight on quarters since 1932. But it's the reverse side where the U.S. Virgin Islands coin truly shines. It showcases a majestic view of the Virgin Islands National Park with a ship in the background, symbolizing the island's maritime heritage. The Virgin Islands National Park, depicted on the coin, covers over 7,000 acres of breathtaking landscapes and historical sites. It's a treasure trove of natural beauty and cultural heritage, which makes it a fitting choice for this quarter's design. Now, let's talk value. As with most modern quarters, the 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands Liberty Quarter Dollar is exactly a high-value coin in terms of its face value. It's worth 25 cents. However, its numismatic value can be quite different. The value of this coin can vary based on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. A 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands quarter in average circulated condition might be worth just a bit more than face value, often ranging between $10,000 to $20,000. But if you've got a gem in uncirculated or proof condition, it could fetch anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 or more, depending on the market. For collectors looking to add this piece to their collection, keep an eye out for high-quality examples and graded coins, as these can be more valuable. And always remember, the true worth of a coin is often what it means to you as part of your collection. If you're new to coin collecting or just starting to build your collection, the 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands Liberty Quarter Dollar is a great addition. Finally, its market value is $49,000. It's not only a piece of American currency but also a reminder of the diverse and vibrant history of the U.S. territories. Top 6, we're diving into a fascinating topic that might just make you look at your spare change a little differently. We're talking about the Liberty 1-cent coin from 1977. You know, the one with that classic image of Lady Liberty? Is it just another penny, or could it be a hidden gem in your coin collection? Stick around to find out. First off, let's set the scene. The 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, is a staple in American currency. With Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, this penny is a piece of history in itself. But what makes the 1977 penny special? Well, it's all about the details. While it's not one of those rare mint errors or a low mintage year, it's worth exploring its value in the world of coin collecting. Most 1977 pennies are worth just 1 cent, imagine that. However, there are exceptions to this rule. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition can fetch a higher price, though it's still not a fortune. For a penny in perfect condition, you might be looking at a value of around $20,000 to $50,000. That's right, if you've got a pristine 1977 penny, it's worth a bit more than face value. Now, if your penny has some wear and tear, its value will be closer to its face value. But don't fret. Even a worn penny has its charm and historical significance. Plus, if you're into coin collecting, it's always exciting to find something that connects you to the past. So, where do you go from here? Check through your coin jar, look at those pennies you've been holding onto for years, and see if you've got a gem in the mix. And remember, coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about the stories and history behind each piece. Finally, its market value is $59,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the journey of discovering coins like the 1977 Liberty Penny is both thrilling and educational. And who knows? You might stumble upon a hidden treasure. Top 7. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting with a special focus on a little gem from American history, the 1975 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Ever wondered if this coin could be worth more than just a penny? Stick around as we uncover its value and significance. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about the basics. The 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin might seem like a common penny, but it carries a bit more historical weight than you might expect. Produced during a unique period in American minting history, this coin is a part of the U.S. Bicentennial Series, which marks the 200th anniversary of the American Revolution. In 1975, the U.S. Mint was celebrating the bicentennial with a series of special coins. While the main focus was on the quarters, half dollars, and dollars, the humble penny also played a role. You might notice that the penny from this year features the classic Liberty design, which was struck during a time of transition. So, what makes this coin special? The 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin is part of a series where the design is relatively straightforward. It features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Unlike some other coins from this era, it didn't get a special design makeover for the bicentennial. Now, let's talk value. In terms of its face value, it's a penny, worth just 1 cent. However, coin collectors and enthusiasts look at it a bit differently. The value of a 1975 penny largely depends on its condition and any special minting characteristics. If you've got a 1975 penny in average circulated condition, it's likely worth only a few cents. However, if your coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, it might fetch a bit more, typically ranging from $1,000 to potentially more if it's a high-grade specimen. For those of you who might have an eye for rarities, it's worth noting that while the 1975 penny isn't particularly rare, it's always fun to see if you've got one of those exceptional pieces. Finally, its market value is $48,000. Coins that are exceptionally well preserved or have unique mint errors can sometimes surprise you, so, if you're a collector or just curious about the value of your change, keep an eye out for this little piece of history. It might not be worth a fortune, but every coin has its story. Top 8. We're diving into a coin that's often overlooked but holds a special place in the heart of collectors and history buffs alike. That's right, we're talking about the 1984 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. So, grab a seat, and let's find out why this tiny coin might just be worth more than you think. Here it is, the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin. At first glance, it's a regular old penny, but there's more to it than meets the eye. This coin was minted during a period of economic stability and political change in the United States. So, what makes this particular penny stand out? Let's break it down. The 1980s were an exciting time in American history. We saw the rise of personal computing, significant shifts in the global economy, and of course, the end of the Cold War. The 1984 penny was produced during this transformative era, and that historical context adds a layer of significance to our coin. Now, let's talk value. The 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin is generally worth its face value, 1 cent. However, the coin's worth can vary depending on its condition, mint mark, and any special features. For example, if you've got one in pristine, uncirculated condition, you might be able to sell it for a bit more. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to uncirculated. The better the condition, the higher the value. For the 1984 penny, here's what you can typically expect: these are worth about 1 cent, maybe a little more if they're in particularly good shape. In pristine condition, you could see values ranging from 10,000 to 50,000 cents, depending on the exact quality and any unique characteristics. If you find a coin with a special mint mark or error, you might see a more significant increase in value. Speaking of unique features, let's not forget that sometimes errors or special mint marks can turn a regular penny into a collector's item. Finally, its market value is $46,000. Keep an eye out for coins with unusual features, as they can fetch higher prices. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin is a great example of how even the most common coins can hold historical and monetary value. Remember, it's not just about the money, it's about the history and stories behind these little pieces of metal. If you enjoyed learning about the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin talk and collectible content. Have any of these pennies in your collection? Share your finds in the comments below, I'd love to hear from you. Top 9, we're diving into the world of American numismatics with a fascinating piece of history, the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin. Ever wondered how much this seemingly ordinary penny is worth and why it's catching the eye of collectors? Stick around to find out. This is no ordinary penny. The 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin, often referred to as the Liberty Head penny, is a captivating piece of American currency. First minted in 1982, this coin is part of the series that marked a significant transition in American coinage. But why does this 1986 version have collectors buzzing? Let's take a closer look. On the obverse, you've got Lady Liberty, bold and serene. And on the reverse, the iconic Lincoln Memorial. This coin was minted during a time of change, with modifications to the composition of pennies starting in the early 80s. The 1986 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which was introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1986, the penny was made of a copper-plated zinc composition, a shift from the all-copper pennies of earlier years. This change was due to rising copper prices. Now, let's talk value. Despite its historical significance, the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin is worth face value in most cases, just 1 cent. But, don't let that fool you. If you have a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition or with unique errors, its value could be much higher. Coin collectors look at several factors when valuing pennies: condition, rarity, and any unique features. Coins in mint state, condition, or those with rare errors can fetch a premium. For instance, pennies with misplaced mint marks or striking errors could be worth several $1,000s to the right buyer. If you're curious about the value of your 1986 penny, check out online marketplaces or consult a professional coin appraiser. Finally, its market value is $50,000. Prices can vary, and a well-preserved coin might surprise you with its worth. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin is a great example of how everyday items can hold unexpected value and historical significance. Top 10, and our last unique coin, we're diving into a little piece of American history and currency, one that's both fascinating and valuable. If you're a coin collector or just a history buff, stick around because we're talking about the 1987 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. That's right, the humble penny with a big story to tell. So, you've got a 1987 1-cent coin in your collection, or maybe you found one in your change, and you're wondering if it's worth anything more than its face value. Let's find out. First up, let's talk about what makes the 1987 Liberty penny unique. This coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. On the obverse, you've got President Abraham Lincoln, of course, and on the reverse, the iconic Lincoln Memorial. The 1987 issue is just one of these standard pennies, but the real question is, does it have any special value? For the most part, a 1987 penny in average circulated condition is worth just 1 cent. But hold on, there are exceptions. The value of these coins can vary based on their condition and specific characteristics. If your 1987 penny has been in circulation and shows signs of wear, it's likely worth face value, or maybe a bit more, around 5,000 to 10,000 cents if you're lucky. Now, if you have a 1987 penny that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, you're looking at a bit more value. These can fetch between 10,000 to 20,000 cents. Here's where it gets really interesting. While 1987 is not known for major mint errors, keep an eye out for any unusual features or mint marks. For example, some collectors find interest in pennies with small errors or unique features, but these are rarer and generally less significant for this year. When it comes to evaluating your penny, make sure to check for the following. Look for the D mint mark on your coin. The 1987 penny was minted in Denver, so you'll see a D on the reverse side. Coins from different mints might have slight differences in value. Coins in higher grades, such as MS-65 or higher, can be worth more. This is where professional grading services come in handy. Grading coins involves checking for things like surface quality, luster, and any marks or blemishes. If you think your coin might be in exceptional condition, consider getting it graded by a professional. So, while the 1987 Liberty penny might make you rich, it's still a neat piece of history. Finally, its market value is $50,000, plus, it's always fun to find a little extra value in the coins you come across. If you enjoyed this dive into the world of coin collecting, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on rare finds and valuable collectibles. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. See you in the next video.